Ever wondered how a game knows when you've collected enough coins? Or when an enemy's health reaches zero? That's all thanks to operators. They help us calculate values and make decisions in code. In C#, operators allow us to modify values, compare them, and make logical decisions. Think of it like a game. When you lose health, the game subtracts it, or in this case, it adds a negative value. When you collect coins, they increase. In this case, when you get a multiplier, you multiply it with a value, and the value inside the variable changes. That is what operators do. We look at 4 different types of operators for now. There are actually more. Firstly, we have the arithmetic operators. That includes the plus, minus, asterisk, division, and the modulus operator, which is used to check reminders. Keep in mind, division cannot be done with 0. Then we have relational operators. Equals is used to check for equality. We have greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equals. All of these are used to compare multiple values together. We have logical operators. The first one is AND, OR, and then NOT. These are used to perform logical decisions. We will look at them in just a little bit. And finally, we have the assignment operators. Equals is the most important one, which we use to modify the values inside a variable. We look at them in the example. We also have plus equals, minus equals, asterisk equals, in which we can assign a value along with performing an arithmetic operation. Let's see this in action. I'm going to remove all of this. Let's create a simple game example. Let's start by creating some variables. Public float health equals 100. Public int damage equals 25. Public int coins equals 10. And public bool has power up. Let's set this to false. Let me move this update and let's just give some space for the start. First, let's look at arithmetic operations. By the way, these are comments. We'll look at them in a later video. We can write health minus equals damage. But isn't this an assignment operation? Yes, but it is also an arithmetic operation. You can also rewrite this as health equals health minus damage. This evaluates whatever the value is on the right hand side and then assigns it to the variable on the left hand side. So health equals health minus damage, or we can write it on shorthand, health minus equals damage. Similarly, we can write coins plus equals 5. I'm also going to print out the health and the coins value with a couple of debug.log statements. Let's look at comparison. We can write bool is dead equals health less than equals 0 and then a semicolon. So again, this is also an assignment. We will first evaluate whatever is on the right hand side and then we'll put it into the variable in the left hand side. Health less than or equal to 0. This checks if health is less than or equal to 0 and returns either a true or a false. If health is less than or equal to 0, it will return true, else it will return a false. And we'll store that value inside a boolean called isDead. Let's also print the message is player dead, and then we can print is dead. And let's look at logical operators. Both logical and relational operators are used to evaluate a boolean. Okay? They have something or the other to do with boolean, which is why booleans are really important. In this case, for logical operators, we can write boolean is player wrong, and we can assign it to health greater than 0 and has power up, and I am printing the message. So again, this is an assignment operation. We first evaluate the right hand side. If health is greater than 0, which means this particular part of the expression returns either a true or a false, and has power up. It is already a boolean. So this is an operation between two booleans, and we are using an AND operation. So if health is greater than 0 and has power up, if both of these are true, then is player strong is true. Okay, now is this great? I mean, we don't really have to do this. Instead, we have this boolean here, is dead. We can flip it by using the NOT operator, which is also a logical operator here. This is also important. A NOT operator, the exclamation mark, is used to flip a boolean. If it is true, then it will flip it to false. If it is false, it will flip it to true. So we can update this to is player strong equals not is dead, meaning the player is alive and has power up. Then we print whatever the value we want. Now if we print the output, nothing works because this is accidental. I forgot to save my script. So make sure to save the scripts. If I hit play, you can see health 112, coins 15, is player dead, false because health is 112, and is player strong is also false because has power up is not enabled. If I change these values, you can see health minus 35, player is dead, and is player strong is false because the player is dead. Great. Now we can change values, check conditions, and combine logic in our game. In the next video, we're going to have a practice session for booleans, in which we'll repeat most of the same things, but it's going to be an exercise. I'll see you in the next one.